Greetings, friend. I'll show you the right way to solve puzzle 1 for my latest rewards puzzle pack and why these two columns are so important. Click below if you want to give this puzzle a go. And with that, it's solving time. Before you look at the columns, you first have to look at all the restrictions you can find. Check out these ones. With these two ones here, there's only two places to put a 1 in block 8. And then with these two ones, only two places to put a 1 in block 4. All right, check out the 2s. And we're trying to find where the restrictions lie. With these 2s in columns 4 and 6, there's only two places to put a 2 in block 8. And with the 3s, you can actually make a solve. If you might notice, there's a 3 here in column 4, 3 here in column 6. The only place a 3 can go up here in block 2 is right there. And then with these two 3s, you can mark 3s in this spot in block 9. And that's all the restrictions we can find with the 1s, 2s, and 3s at this point. So this is puzzle 1 for my latest rewards puzzle pack. Christmas Traditions features 5 brand new handmade classic Sudokus by Yoshi Baroshi. It's a setter I've featured many times before. Thank you so much, Yoshi, for another amazing pack. And if you want to solve this puzzle the right way, you need to see how far we can get before getting stuck. So let's continue on with the 4s. These two 4s, there's only two places to put a 4 in block 8. Can't make any other restrictions with the 4s at this time. Check out the 5s. We got something cool going on here. You may notice that since this 5 cuts across row 5, it can only be in these two spots here in block 5. And since they're in the same column in the block, they act as a pointing pair. 5's got to be either here or here. And so a 5 can't be in this spot anymore. And since you have these two 5s here, you're restricting the 5s now to those two cells in block 8. We're not done with the 5s. After making that, you actually want to go and see what's going on with the 6s, because there's something really cool going on here. You may notice the 5 cuts across row 5, but the 6 does as well. And so the 6s are in the same place as the 5s. And whenever you have these Snyder marks on top of each other, you found a hidden pair. The 5 and 6 have got to be somewhere in block 5. They're restricted to the same two cells. So hidden pair means nothing else can be there. You can safely mark this as a 5 and 6. And they also act as a pointing pair, just like with those 5s. So now a 6 can't be here or here. It puts the 6s in one of these two spots. But since you got a 6 right there, you can actually solve this cell now for a 6, which displaces that Snyder 1, displaces the Snyder 5, displacing that Snyder 4. And we made all of those solves by using this nice hidden pair 5 and 6. Very cool. And now we can continue on with the 6s. With these two 6s and this 6, you can solve for 6 in block 9. And with these two 6s and this 6, you have Snyder 6s here in block 3. Okay, move on to the 7s. With this 7 cutting across, there's only two places for 7 in block 8, and that also acts as a pointing pair. So now the 7 can only be in these two spots here in block 5, and they're considered a pointing pair as well. You can't put a 7 here or here. You have no place to put a 7 in block 5, and they can't be here or here either. All right, let's look at the 8s. Where can the 8s go? With these two 8s, you might see that the 8s cut across row 3, creates a pointing pair of 8s in block 2. And then with this 8, only two places for an 8 in block 3. And then with this 8 cutting across row 9, you can put Snyder 8s right here. Creates another pointing pair just like the 7s did. And so now the 8s are restricted to those two cells. So you found another hidden pair 7, 8. So you have a 1, 2, 3, 4 in the block, 5, 6 in these two cells, 7, 8 in these two cells. So you can solve this cell with certainty for a 9. And there's nothing else going on with the 8s that we can do. And since we've already solved one 9, let's just continue on with the 9s. You might notice that with these two 9s and this 9, you can solve for a 9 here in block 2, displacing that Snyder 8. And then with these two 9s and these two 9s, you have 4 9s looking at block 1, so you can solve that for a 9. And with these two 9s, you can solve this cell for a 9. in block 9, and then these two 9s and these two 9s, you can solve for 9 here in block 6. And we got through all of the 9. So like a bonus tip, we went through all the numbers 1 through 9. You want to go back through them, especially since you solved some numbers. This way we can still get some more easy solves before needing to look for more advanced strategies. How do you like this puzzle so far? Did you know that you may be able to solve Sudoku like this faster than you think? Join the Smarty Party and I'll send you the rest of this pack and a new one each month. And the real value is you get to learn and practice strategies in a fun and exciting way. Did you know that playing Sudoku may reduce your chances of getting dementia by 29%? Click on the pinned comment below to join the Smarty Party because you want to keep a sharp mind, right? Okay, at this point, we've still got a few more easy solves to do. Because of this 8, you can see that you can disambiguate the 7, 8 here in block 5. And then with the 7, the only place the 7 can go in block 2 is right there, meaning this has to be your 5. And so we're making some good solves. And then what you might see is with these two 5s and this 5, you can solve this cell for a 5. Now, if you have the pack, you know that this 5 is a big deal because in each puzzle, you're going to tell me what the value is of row 1, column 1 of each puzzle in the pack and add up those values. So you got a 5 right here, add them to the values of whatever row 1, column 1 is in puzzles 2, 3, 4, and 5. You send that to me and you'll have the correct final solution. And I'll give you a shout out the last video of the month. I love doing that. Click below to get this pack. Okay, we got this 5 right here. And with this 5 and this 5 now, Snyder 5s in block 3. And we're getting close to that point where we're going to need to start looking for the more advanced strategies. But we still have a few more solves. You may notice that you have a 5, 7 cutting across row 5. And then you have this 5, 7 coming up column 7. And so where can the 5 and 7 be in block 6? They're going to be in these two cells. So this is another way to find a hidden pair. You just look at 2 candidates at a time. 5, 7, 5, 7. And so nothing else can be in those 2 cells because the 5 and 7 have to be in there somewhere. And now with these ones, you can put some Snyder 1s in block 9. And you're just going to keep on making marks until you can't make any more marks. With these 2s, 2s in block 6. Okay, it might seem like you're getting a little stuck here. And so you have a choice. You can either look for single candidate strategies, so look at all the 1s, 2s, 3s, and get more advanced, looking for things like X-wings and skyscrapers. Or you can look for buy value cells and look for some strategies and solves that way. If you want to solve this puzzle the right way, you're going to need to notice some more restrictions with the buy value cells. Where you want to start is the heavy houses. So these are any rows, columns, or blocks that have at least 5 cells already filled out. So look at block 9 here. You'll notice you have a 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We just need a 1, 3, and a 4. So put the 1, 3, 4 there. Because of this 1, that can't be a 1. And because of the 3, that can't be a 3. And so you see we just created 2 buy value cells. Now if we can match this buy value cell with another BVC, I call them, in this column, we'll be able to make some more solves. Well, look across row 5. It's got 5 cells filled out, a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All you need is a 1, 2, 3, and a 4. You'll notice you have a 1 and 2 right there. So what can this cell be? It can only be a 3 or a 4. And so now you have what's called a naked pair. Since the 3 and 4 are the only 2 candidates in these 2 cells, they must be in those 2 cells, right? If you don't put a 3 or 4 there, nothing else can go in there. But what this does is now extends column 8 a little bit more, and we're going to be able to make some more solves. All right, because this is the 3 or 4. 3, 4 can't be in any of these cells now. And since you already have a 1, 2, and a 9, these have to be a 5, 6, 7, or an 8. You have 5, 7, 8 right there. This cell now has to be a 6. And then you have the 5 and 8 right here. This has to be your 7. And then you're going to have the 5 here and an 8 right there. Look at that. And then we can displace and solve that Snyder 5. Okay. And what else can we do to solve? Well, with these two 6s and this 6, you can solve for a 6 in block 1. And then with these two 6s and this 6, you can put Snyder 6s here in block 4. Okay, making some nice solves here just by finding this naked pair. You're going to keep on going to see till we get stuck again. Well, with this 5, that has to be a 6. That's going to be your 5. Awesome. And now this 6, you can displace that Snyder 6. Always try to solve those marks and remove that clutter as quickly as possible. Now you can solve that cell for a 6. Okay, and now we can look here in block 6 because we solved that 5. This has got to be your 7. And then let's look across row 6 now. That's a heavy house. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. You need a 4 and an 8. Well, I got an 8 right here, so this has to be your 4. And that's going to be your 8. Nice. And then let's look here. And we got to get a little bit stuck again. So this is where we're getting to the spot that's in the thumbnail. You notice that we found a nice naked pair right there. Can we do it again? Again, you want to look at one of these heavy houses and see what happens. Let's look at column 3. It's got 5 cells filled out. 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Try 1, 2, 3, 7. This is the key. Look for those heavy houses first. Start filling those out. See what happens. Well, you have a 2 and 3 right there. So you can remove those. That makes that a 1, 7. This can't be a 1 because it's in the row. You have a 2 and a 3 right here. So that can only be a 1 or a 7. And then this has a 7. So that can only be a 1, 2, or 3. Do you notice a naked pair? Yep. Look at these bi-value cells come in again. 1 and 7, these two cells, I mean, they can't be anywhere else along column 3. So you can remove a 7 from right there. And you can remove the 1 from right there. Didn't make any solves. You might be going, Timberlake, what's the big deal? That didn't really help. Let's look a little bit further. You might notice there's a 7, 8 right here in row 5. There's a 7, 8 right here in row 6. So where can the 7, 8 go now in block 4? Has to be these two cells, right? Can't be here anymore. So this is a nice 7, 8 hidden pair, which leaves you with a 2 and a 3 naked pair along row 4. Hopefully you're seeing that. Nice. So that's a little helpful for us. Now what can we do? Well, we're going to try this again because we want to get some more solves, right? If you look across row 3 or row 1, there's 3 cells remaining, right? A 1, 2, and a 3 because you already have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 9. So this could be a 1, 2, or 3. This could be a 1, 2, or 3. Which one is it? Well, let's see. Focus on this column, column 7, like I told you in thumbnail. You got a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so it's a heavy house. 5 cells filled out. You need a 1, 2, 3, or 4. So 1, 4 right there, a 2, 3 right there. You got this 2, 3. That's a 1, 4. There's a 1, 2, or 3. Do you see anything we can do about this? Hopefully you notice there's a nice naked pair, 1, 4 right there. Since the 1 and 4 have to be in these two cells, it can no longer be in this cell. And this is going to be great. Do you see why it's so good? Because you now have a 2, 3 naked pair right here. The only place the 1 can go is in this cell in row 1. Boom. Now you can solve that for a 1. And this is my favorite part. I get to remove some of these marks. So 1 right there, displace that Snyder mark, solve this for a 1, solve this for a 4. Awesome. Now let's see what we can do here. We solved this for a 1. Now you can solve this cell for a 7. That's got to be a 1. Got a full house. The only digit I don't see in row 2 is a 7. Now I can disambiguate the 8 and 7 right here. And this is what I love, because when you are removing some of these marks that you've made, you know you're making progress. So as the marks go down, we're making more progress in the puzzle. And this is the fun part for me. I really love doing this part of the solving. With this 7 now, you know that this now has to be your 7 displacing that Snyder 2, displacing that Snyder 8. Awesome. And then with these two 8s and this 8, you can solve this cell for an 8. Great. And we have a 3, 4 right here. Means the only thing left right there is a 1. So you displace that Snyder 1. You can solve this cell now for a 1. Okay. And let's keep on with the solves here. You might see that you have a 2, 3. You have a 2, 3 right here. Can we do better than that? You have a 3, 4 here. Looks like you have a 2, 3 right there. Let's look across row 9. All right, so only got one cell remaining, so it's got to be a 2. And then this is going to be your 4. Now we're going to get some more solves done, because with these two 4s, that's got to be a 4. And then with this 3, that's your 2, that's your 3, that's your 2, that's your 3. All right, let's clean up these marks. Just ambiguate the 4, 3 right there. That's got to be a 4 now. With this 2, that's a 3, that's your 2. Nice. Which means this has to be your 2, and our last digit is a 3. Challenge yourself to find the naked pairs in this next puzzle so you can solve it the right way. Thank you so much for watching.